Namaste viewers, welcome to our technical channel Ganesh Piping. Today we are going to discuss the final episode on the fire safety, and that is the fire sprinkler systems. To just recollect, in our first episode we have seen the different types of active and passive fire protection system. So the fire sprinkler comes under the category of active fire protection system. So before we begin, I would like to urge you to subscribe to our channel. It is very important for us to that you subscribe to our channel and also share these videos with your friends and colleagues. Before we start this video, I would like to mention that please watch the entire video till its end, because whatever important information which I will be sharing with you through this video should be in a complete form and not in part. That is very important, because always half knowledge is dangerous. As the image you can see, there are pipes, and through the pipes the water is sprayed wherever there is a fire. So how this takes place? The fire sprinkler system is not a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher and fire sprinkler system both are different entities. I would like to put some light on the significance of fire sprinkler. Fire sprinkler systems are designed for situations where there can be a fire at a place where there is no man movement. For example, in a godown where there is a very little man movement, and if there is a momentarily fire, and if the fire spreads, in that case the fire sprinkler plays an instrumental role to restrict the spread of fire. Basically, how it works, that we will see in the coming slides. Basically, it lowers the temperature of the surrounding, and thereby it restricts the spread of fire. So we can see here on the right side, this is the fire sprinkler nozzle, and this is a red color. We can see something bubble is there inside the glass. There is some liquid, and this is the spray nozzle. So how actually it works is, like for example, the fire sprinkler systems are fitted at the end of a nozzle in a T arrangement, header and branch arrangement. So whenever there is a fire at a place, automatically the temperature will rise. So when that temperature will rise, there is a bulb inside this nozzle. So this bulb will melt, will fuse at a particular temperature, say 400 degrees Celsius or 500 degrees Celsius. And when this bulb will melt, whatever pressurized water that is being contained in the header will start spraying over the area where there is a temperature rise, and this is how it can extinguish the fire. And in case it doesn't extinguishes, it slows down the spread of fire, as the temperature of the surrounding will decrease because of the continuous spray of the water. So now we will see the different types of sprinkler systems. We can see here, this is the chart. So one is the dry sprinkler system, other is the wet, then pre-action, electronic deluge system, and antifreeze system. So the wet pipe, dry pipe, pre-action, and deluge are four types of sprinkler systems. Each of these systems helps prevent flame from spreading and reduces fire damage. The main difference between this type of fire sprinkler system is their application and how they activate. That is very important. So now we will see these different types. So here we can see that this is the complete layout, and these are the fire sprinkler nozzles which we can see here. This is a supply line main header, and through the main header there are branches, and at every particular distance, every interval of this branch pipe, there is a sprinkler nozzle fitted by means of a T. Here we can see there are T connection, and then the nozzles are fitted. So how they work, that is very important. So this is the main line. Okay, this is the fire department connection main. So this all we are not going to see. So always there is a fire water which is occupied, which is filled in these headers under pressure. So what happens if there is some fire or flames in particular area? So this is maybe some 1,000 square feet area. So at a particular location, if there is a fire, then the temperature of that area will start increasing. As the fire will start aggravating, then the temperature will also start increasing, as the fire will start spreading also to other parts of that building. So because of that, the temperature in that particular localized zone will increase to such an extent that it will go beyond the fusion point temperature of that bulb, sprinkler bulb which we have seen. So what will happen, that bulb will fuse, and the loaded pressurized water in the sprinkler branches immediately will start spraying over that area which is affected by the heat zone because of that fire. And when the water will start flowing in that area, it will lower down the temperature, first point. Secondly, in some occasions, if the fire is at an early stage, it can also extinguish the entire fire. And also in some cases there is an alarm, and that alarm will alert the fire department and also the security personals, so they can take the charge of the situation. So this is all about a very in a nutcase. I have tried to explain the sprinkler system. So let's move ahead and see the wet system and the dry system. So what is the wet system? Wet system is nothing but what we have discussed. When the sprinkler pipes are fully loaded, always loaded with the water, that is the wet system. But there are certain disadvantages of the wet system. Like first disadvantage, if the since the pipes are carbon steel pipes, if the if the pipes are fully loaded with the water, then there will be an internal corrosion, and because of this corrosion, whatever rust particles, if they deposit on the spray nozzle, then even after the bulb has fused, the water will not come out, and this is how the system, sprinkler system, will fail. That is the one reason. Second reason, when some part of the pipe, some part of this pipe is located in external of the building, and if it is a very sub-zero temperature outside, then the water inside this pipe may freeze, and if it freezes, it will stop flowing in the advent when that uh, sprinkler has to be operated. It will not operate because the water has frozen inside the pipe. So to avoid that case, we go with the dry systems. So how this dry system works? So here we can see this is the dry system, and the brown color will represent a gas, that is a compressed water tank. This is the gas, which is on the top of the water, and this gas has pressurized is acting a pressure on this water. This is the fire water. So this wall is closed and there is an interlocking for this wall. It's an electric operated wall, instrument wall, and also how it will work. There is also a dry alarm valve station. So how this will work, I will give a very short idea. Like now the system is on and it is fully functional now. In the in the event when there is a fire, it will be same, the phenomena will be same. There is a sprinkler nozzle, and because of the rising temperature, if it crosses that limit of say 400 or 500 degrees Celsius, then the uh, sprinkler, that nozzle bulb will fuse, and when it will fuse, this piping is loaded with a pressurized air or pressurized gas instead of water, and because of this gas there will be no corrosion, or if it is in a frozen weather, there is no question of water getting freeze inside the pipe because it is loaded with the pressurized gas. So what happens when there is a fire event? The bulb will fuse and momentarily the gas will start coming out of it. Okay, so that gas will not lower the temperature of the surrounding or it will not extinguish the fire, but when this gas will start coming out of the pipe, immediately there will be a pressure drop in the pipe. When this pressure drop takes place, it will sense an electrical alarm indicating that there is a problem. There can be a fire event. So the security will be alert. There will be the alarm to the fire station, nearby fire station. So they will also get alert, and immediately this electric signal will open up this wall for water. So immediately the water will start flowing inside the pipe, and it will purge out all the air, okay, through that opening, and again the water will start flowing. Water will be sprayed over that area where there is a rise in temperature because of fire. So this is the benefit of the dry system. Only the dry system, the problem is that we have to, since the gas, the piping should be leak proof. Otherwise, if there is a minor leakage, there will be a pressure drop, and because of the pressure drop, there will be an unnecessarily alarm, and then there can be the water occupying the wall will operate, and the water will occupy the pipe. So this can happen, but this is not this is a failure of the system in other way. So for that, we have to have a pressure tight joints for this kind of piping. So this is all about the operation and working of the dry and wet fire system. Then there is a foam deluge and several other types of the sprinkler system. So to summarize this sprinkler system, we will see a conclusive summary of this sprinkler system. After conduction of several tests on the performance of the system, the researchers have discovered some important of the sprinkler systems on the premises. Some of the findings are full control of fire is much faster for a particular size of the fire. The maximum temperature of ceiling level with sprinkler would be 190 degrees Celsius compared to 940 degrees Celsius without sprinklers. So we can imagine that when in the absence of the sprinkler, the temperature can rise up to 940, means it's almost 1000 degrees Celsius. So it can be minimized directly to the 190 degrees Celsius, less than 200. So nearly additional 1 minute is available for evacuation of the building. If in case of a very large destructive fire, the time frame is very crucial and important, like because since the temperature of that area will be lowered because of the spray of fire spray of water, there will be sufficient time for the evacuation of the people inside the building. So this is all about the fire sprinkler system. This is our channel. This is our email, and this is our website. You can write us. You can comment us on this video how you like and what additional if you require anything on about the fire system fire safety. Then do update us. And thank you once again for watching this video. Have a fantastic day ahead.